Welcome back to the Vegans Explore podcast. I'm your host, Sean A. Russell. Today we're stepping into something visionary. Not just where should we eat or what's the best vegan dish, but something bigger. What would it actually take to build a vegan city? Not a city where everyone is perfectly vegan. That's not realistic, at least at this point. I'm talking about a city where plant-based living is accessible, visible, supported, and economically viable. A city where choosing vegan feels normal, not niche. And as we move towards Vegans Explore's vision of 1,000 cities by 2030, this question becomes more than theoretical. It becomes strategic. So let's break it down. So number one, restaurants are the front door. Every movement needs a front door. For veganism, that door is food. You can talk ethics, climate, and health all day. But if someone can't find a satisfying meal within 10 minutes of where they live, the movement stalls. A vegan city would need 100% plant-based restaurants that are profitable and well-run, clearly labeled vegan options at mainstream restaurants, affordable fast casual spots, not just upscale dining, and culturally diverse cuisine. Because let's be honest, a city is not built on smoothie bowls alone. To reach 1,000 cities by 2030, Vegans Explorer has to spotlight the businesses that are doing it right, not just hyping them, but helping them thrive through visibility, feedback, and community support. Restaurants are not just food providers, they are economic anchors. Number two, policy shapes the playing field. You can't build a vegan city on vibes alone. Policy matters. What would supportive policy look like? Incentives for plant-based startups, grants for food innovation, reduced permitting barriers for small vegan businesses, school lunch reform, climate action plans that prioritize plant-forward procurement. Cities already give tax breaks for developers and large corporations. Why not create micro-incentives for plant-based food hubs? If we're serious about sustainability, we have to align policy with values. Leadership means thinking in systems, not just hashtags. Number three, schools create cultural normalcy. If you want a vegan city in 10 years, look at what kids are eating today. Schools are cultural incubators. A vegan-friendly city would include daily plant-based meal options in cafeterias, nutrition education grounded in evidence, garden programs, culinary clubs focused on plant-based cooking. When kids grow up seeing lentils, tofu, beans, and greens as normal, there's no dramatic conversation moment later in life. It's just how they eat. You can't wait until adulthood to introduce change. That's too late. Number four, supply chain makes it scalable. Here's where most visionary conversations fall apart. Supply chain. It's easy to open one vegan cafe. It's much harder to ensure reliable access to produce, local sourcing partnerships, affordable wholesale distribution, and cold storage and logistics. A true vegan city would require collaboration between farmers, distributors, and restaurants. Imagine city-level plant-based food co-ops that negotiate bulk pricing for independent vegan restaurants. Imagine municipal farmers markets prioritizing plant-based vendors. If the back end isn't strong, the front end collapses. Vision without infrastructure is just a dream. Number five, media shapes perception. Here's where Vegans Explore plays a critical role. Media determines what feels mainstream. If local news constantly highlights barbecue festivals and steakhouse openings but ignores plant-based innovation, the culture follows that narrative. A vegan city needs podcasts and storytelling platforms, social media amplification, local event coverage, and positive, solution-focused journalism. This is why our 1,000 Cities by 2030 vision is not about domination, it's about documentation. We highlight restaurants, nonprofits, athletes, entrepreneurs, and everyday people building plant-based ecosystems in their own neighborhoods. Visibility creates legitimacy, and legitimacy attracts investment. Number 6, funding fuels sustainability. Now let's talk money. Moments fail when passion outruns funding. To build a vegan city, you need angel investors who believe in plant-based innovation, community membership models, sponsorship partnerships, grants and philanthropic backing, and a sustainable business model. Grassroots energy is powerful, but without capital, infrastructure doesn't scale. The goal is not dependency, it's sustainability. When vegan businesses are profitable, when media platforms are funded, when events are well supported, the ecosystem stabilizes. So, what does this mean for 1,000 cities by 2030? It means we're not waiting for one perfect vegan capital to emerge. We're building micro ecosystems in 1,000 places. A few strong restaurants, supportive local advocates, consistent storytelling, community membership, events that bring people together. That's how a movement scales, not through one giant city, through distributed leadership. And here's the part that matters most. You don't need to run for office to build a vegan city. You don't need millions of dollars. You don't need celebrity status. You need coordination. You need clarity. You need community. Every time someone supports a local 100% plant-based restaurant, attends a vegan event, joins a membership platform, or shares a story, they're participating in city building. This is not theoretical. It's happening already in South Florida, in Central Florida, in Atlanta, in New York City. And if we're intentional, 1,000 cities by 2030 stops sounding ambitious. It starts sounding inevitable. The question is not, can a vegan city exist? The question is, what role are you willing to play in building one? And honestly, what I just laid out is our vision. It's what we're up to here at Vegans Explore. And the more that you guys get to understand this mission through these daily podcasts, through the content that we put out, is the invitation we hope you will receive to come join us. So if you go to vegansexplore.com or vegansexplore.com/passport, you'll see exactly how you can get involved. And if you believe a vegan city is possible where you live, share this episode with someone in your community. Let's build it together. Visit vegansexplore.com to explore restaurants, events, and stories shaping the future of plant-based living. And as always, this is a daily podcast, so we'll see you tomorrow.